channel. Welcome back to Jump Rope Veteran. Today what we have is another jump rope review. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and a review of the EliteSRS Boxer 3.0 jump rope. I've had a few requests in the past to get this rope and review it. People want to know what I think about it, so that's what we're going to do in this video. But before we get into it, please hit that red subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Hit that thumbs up button and share the channel with your family, your friends, and anyone else you think might benefit from the power of jump rope, intermittent fasting, and good nutrition. All right, let's get into the unboxing and the review. Let's do this. Alright, so this is what the package looks like. This is exactly how I got it from Amazon, aside from the packaging that it came in from the manufacturer. So most jump ropes come like this. Most jump ropes of this caliber, of this price, come like this. So you see the EliteSRS brand right there, the Boxer 3.0 jump rope. Turn it around. It's got their website on here, how-to guide, inspiration, instructional videos, all that stuff. So typical branding that you see with most jump ropes. So let's get into the actual jump rope here. And this is the first time I'm taking it out of the plastic bag. So we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so handles look pretty good actually. I don't know if you can see it, but it looked like some of the writing came off. It might have been shipped from an area with a high temperature right now, so I don't know. That's not going to affect the rope's performance, but just one little small thing. Looks like it happened right here on this right here with the T and with the R. I think some of the writing actually rubbed off on the packaging. See? Yeah, rubbed off on the packaging. Just some small things. Looks like your standard 5mm PVC rope. It's got their signature EliteSRS right there on the rope here. And it looks like this right here is the adjusting mechanisms. I don't usually use these though. I normally will tie a knot, and it looks like you can easily tie knots with this thing here, so not too bad. Yeah, I normally don't use the adjustments. I think that knots are a better way to adjust the jump rope. It looks pretty simple, but pretty effective. I've heard pretty good things about this rope. It does spin a little bit, not too much. For the price, I don't think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a pretty good buy. It looks like the handles are kind of corrugated, which is nice so that you don't lose your grip. That looks good. You can see the actual handles here. You'll see the corrugation there. So that looks pretty good. So overall, looks pretty good. Haven't taken it for a spin yet. That'll be in the next part of the video. But yeah, overall, looks pretty good. Very simple. Just comes in a regular plastic bag like this. But looks like it's going to be effective. And sometimes simplicity is the best thing, especially for a simple but efficient and effective exercise like jump rope. Alright, check it out. Quality. I always start off talking about quality because quality in my eyes is the most important piece of evaluating a jump rope. If you don't have a good quality jump rope, it's not going to perform well, and it's going to break on you because it's going to be made out of shoddy material. So for this rope, I think the quality is decent. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's kind of like a mid to lower grade jump rope. But we'll get into the price to value later. For $12, the quality is pretty good. It's a regular standard 5mm PVC cord. Nothing special about that. These ropes are all over the place. This is really the standard for jump ropes, and the 5mm PVC cord is the standard for short handle jump ropes. One thing that I did notice about the quality on this jump rope, and I talked about it a little bit in the unboxing section, is that when you get the rope, it comes with the lettering here, but as you can probably see here, the lettering quickly wears away. I've been using the rope for about a week now, and the lettering, it even came through, as you can see in the unboxing, it came with the lettering kind of messed up. That doesn't affect the performance at all, but it does say something about the quality and the manufacturing process for the company that makes this jump rope. But overall quality, I'd say I'd give it a 4 out of 5 jumps. It's not the best quality in the world, but it's not the worst either. And for what you pay for it, I think the quality is commensurate to what you pay for it. It's got these locking mechanisms here that you can use to size the rope, which you definitely need to do with this one. And also, you don't get as good of a spin as you would with a more expensive rope, but you get a little bit of a spin there, which is always good with a jump rope, so it allows more fluidity. So quality, I give a 4 out of 5 jumps for this rope. Versatility. What can you do with this rope? This rope, because of its short handles, is specifically designed for working out. That's really what you're going to get with this rope. It's called the Boxer 3.0 for a reason. It's because you're supposed to be able to do what boxers normally do. Boxers normally aren't doing crazy freestyle tricks or backflips or anything like that. They are doing a routine of fairly simple tricks. They're doing the boxer step, the basic jump, they're doing double unders. If you're Floyd Mayweather, they're doing double under crosses, and they're doing heel toes and kickouts. Those are the main tricks that boxers are going to be doing. Those are the main moves that boxers are going to be doing. And you can definitely do all those things with this rope. So that's what you get with this rope. But because of the short handles and because of the longer or thicker PVC cord, it's going to be a lot harder to do any freestyle tricks. You saw me do a kickback in the beginning. That's a little bit harder to do because the rope is a lot thicker and because the handles are shorter, so you don't have as much maneuverability to be able to do freestyle tricks. This rope kind of takes a hit in the versatility aspect because of that. But because this rope is not for that, it's not designed for that, I can't knock it too much. So I'd give this rope a 3 out of 5 for versatility, just because in my view and in my preferences for jumping rope, I like to have a long handle rope because you can do basically everything with a long handle rope, and you can't do everything with a short handle rope for the most part. So I give this rope a 3 out of 5 for versatility. It's designed for a boxing type workout, and it performs very well for that. Price to value. Price to value is another very important metric that I like to talk about, because let's face it, when you go out and you spend your money on a jump rope, you're going to want the value back for it, and you're going to want to be pleased with what you spent your hard-earned money on. Now this rope, it goes for $12. $12 is not that much money for most people, and I didn't mind paying $12 for it for what I've gotten back from it so far. I've been able to do a lot of different tricks with it. I've been able to do a lot of working out with it, and overall, for what I paid for it, I'm pretty pleased with the value that I've gotten back from it. So for price to value, for only $12 and how it performs and the value it gives back, I'd give this rope a 5 out of 5 jumps for price to value. Ease of use. Ease of use is another very important metric. It's one that I think goes unnoticed by a lot of people, but it's something that you definitely want to pay attention to. So when I talk about ease of use, I talk about, first off, how ready is the jump rope to use when you first get it? Do you have to size it? Do you have to cut it? Do you have to boil it in water before it's ready to jump with? Or can you just break it out of the box, take it into your garage or drive to the gym and start jumping with it, and there's no obstacles involved in getting to that point? So for this rope, I'd say ease of use is very good. The only thing that you have to do is you have to size it, and then using this little mechanism, and then cut the excess off. And you don't need a wire cutter to cut the excess off. All you need is a pair of regular office scissors. Why I think this rope ranks really well in ease of use from that standpoint, from being able to break it out of the box and being able to use it right away. Because when you first start working out, you don't want any obstacles. You want to be able to get your jump rope and just start jumping. That's really important. The second aspect of ease of use is how well can you actually use it? Is it complicated to use? Is it hard to use? Or can you move it around, maneuver it very well, and start jumping with it right away and get to burning some calories? And this rope also shines in that category from an operations standpoint. As soon as you get it ready, it's very easy to use, it's easy to turn, it's easy to maneuver. So from operations and actually getting the rope ready, I'd give this rope a 5 out of 5 jumps for ease of use. It's very intuitive. It doesn't take much setup. All you have to do is just take a couple seconds to size it, then cut off the excess. I tie a knot in there just because I've been jumping with knots so long now that it's just easier for me to jump with a knot to add more weight next to the handle. So 5 out of 5 jumps for ease of use. Performance is super important. If you don't have a rope that performs well, it's going to be very frustrating and you're not going to get a lot of value from it. One of the top mistakes that most people make when they first start jumping rope is they get a rope that does not perform well, and then they think that they're just uncoordinated and they don't have any skills. Most of the time, in that case, it's because the person doesn't know what a good rope is and they don't know what they're looking for. So tragically, most of the time, people will quit and they never realize that it was the rope and not them. So performance is super important. As far as performance pertaining to this rope, it's pretty good. In the beginning, I found it to be a little bit clunky, a little bit heavy, but as I got used to it, I began to realize that it performs reasonably well, especially for a $12 jump rope. There's other jump ropes out there that are way more expensive that don't perform as well as this one. For performance, I think that I'd give this rope a 4 out of 5 jumps because there are ropes that perform better. But if you think about the low price, you can see that the performance measures up to the price that you pay. I've incorporated it into my workouts. I can do a lot of the things that I can do with a freestyle rope with this rope. It's easily maneuverable because the handles spin pretty well and add a lot of fluidity to the workouts. For performance, I give this rope a 4 out of 5 jumps. Alright, some considerations that you might want to take into account. This rope is a good rope for beginners. It's a good rope for people who are just looking to do a boxer type workout, who are just looking to focus on the basics. You can do some intermediate type moves with it. You can do the double undercross. You can do double unders. You can jump backwards with it. You can do all that stuff with this rope. So that's something to consider. If you're looking for a freestyle rope, I wouldn't buy this rope. So freestyle tricks are going to be pretty difficult to do unless you're a fairly advanced jumper. You're not going to be able to do too much in that regard. But if you're a beginner and you're not really trying to spend too much money to invest in jump rope, you're not sure if you're going to like it or not, this is probably a good jump rope for you. It performs very well. It has enough weight on it so that you'll know where the rope is. So this rope is really for beginners and people who want to take a break from freestyle jumping. If they are advanced or intermediate jumpers, you can see on my channel I use a lot of short handle ropes because I don't always feel like doing freestyle tricks. Most of the time I just want to work out, burn some calories, and keep my cardio and my endurance up. So those are some things to consider. Overall, I feel good about recommending this rope to everybody who has watched this video and people who follow this channel. I think it's a good value for what you pay for it. $12 is not a lot of money to pay for this rope. It performs well. It's held up very well so far. The handles are made very well. They have these corrugated grips to prevent slippage, which is really nice. A lot of handles don't have that, and when your hands get sweaty, the handles can kind of slip down, which can affect the quality of your workout. I feel good about recommending this rope. I think it's good. Thanks a lot for suggesting that I review it. It had been a long time coming, but I finally came to my mind and said, you know what, I need to review this rope. A lot of people are talking about it. I think it does live up to the hype. It's a very effective rope, and the price just is not that much to pay. If you're looking for an even cheaper rope and one that performs just a little bit better than this rope, a short handle rope. I think Punk rope beats this rope out just a little bit because it performs a little bit better than this rope, and it's also $3 cheaper. Hey everybody, thanks a lot for tuning into this video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Hit the thumbs up button, share the channel with your friends. Before I sign off, I just want to say I'm not paid to make these reviews by anybody. I buy these ropes with my own money. I would consider myself a jump rope collector, a jump rope connoisseur. I have a lot of jump ropes. It's something that I enjoy doing every day. And another thing I like to do is use what I've learned to help other people make informed decisions. So I'm not paid by anybody to make any reviews like this. I like to keep it that way. I'm not sponsored by anybody at the time of this recording. And what that does is that allows me to give my true opinion, my true unbiased opinion about the different jump ropes and different products that I use, so that you as the consumer can make a very informed and good choice when it's time for you to go out and get the best jump rope for what you're trying to achieve in your fitness life. Again, thanks a lot for tuning in. Stay healthy, stay safe, jump rope to freedom. Peace out, everybody.